Our affordable housing supply programme comprises a range of funding mechanisms to enable affordable housing providers to deliver homes in communities across Scotland to support local authorities' local housing strategies. This includes the conversion of non-residential property where these projects are considered a strategic priority. In response to these recommendations, we said that we would undertake a scoping exercise which considers the availability of existing funding mechanisms, gaps in provision, and the learning from previous schemes to help inform the development of a range of potential options for a new scheme. This work is still in the early stages. As I mentioned in my speech, councils have broad powers which can and are being used to compulsorily acquire empty homes. 52 to date. We have committed to reform and modernise the legislation. As a first step, we have established an advisory group to help support the reform programme. The group, to be co-chaired by the Chief Planner and Rosanna Cunningham, brings together a number of expert practitioners with first-hand experience of the compulsory purchase process. We recognise that a range of organisations have an interest in this area, therefore we will be consulting broadly and are keen to hear from a wide range of voices as the work moves forward. My officials are in discussion with the Scottish Empty Homes Partnership about the SA to do this for empty homes. Again, as I've mentioned, we've also committed to, in parallel to consider the justification for powers to compel the sale of empty properties too. As you will know, new powers need to be compliant with the European Convention on Human Rights and require central and local government to work together on the practical application with this in mind. I look forward to councils being part of these discussions, which we'll take forward this year. The Joint Working Group on Sources of Local Government Funding and Council Tax Reform is reflecting on the Council Tax treatment of second and long-term empty homes following the conclusion of their joint consultation in 2023. Further, the Scottish Government keeps all National Council Tax discounts and exceptions under review. I should note for empty properties which are not subject to a separate exemption, each local authority has a discretion to put in place a discount of up to 50% on the council tax liability if a property, irrespective of whether it's furnished or not. There is no time limits to this discount and therefore no point at which it must expire.